and didn't need any other explanation. I haven't even Googled it. Saga doesn't bother to repeat why she can't do the job, which surprises me. She usually misses no chance to talk about her important academic career at a highly esteemed international university and just generally, her full and perfect life. Got to have that work-life balance, Klara. Right now, I'd settle for just having a life, never mind a balanced one. I'm really sorry I can't be there to support Dad myself. There's just so much going on. My sister's face is filling the Zoom square to the point where it has no background. Now, if that's not a telling picture of Saga, queen of filling up every room she enters, me. It's only a few months. Think of it as a long holiday. You will even get paid, really. It's an opportunity. I ponder this. Sweden is in no way my preferred holiday location. But a salary from my dad's company would be an increase compared to what I currently earn. Nothing. Say I agree. I'm not saying I do, but if. How would I even do it? You need qualifications and skills to do that type of job, I say. At first, we had been so relieved to learn Dad's good prognosis that we had forgotten everything else. Then Saga had pointed out the company. This tiny little inconvenience in rural Sweden with 3 employees that somehow needed to stay afloat while Dad was focusing on his health. Darling, you already work in property, Mum says before turning to loudly sip a lurid green smoothie. I can't help but think that if this had happened 5 years ago, before the divorce, we wouldn't be having this discussion as she would still be there. Not in a Marbella condo with a widower named Inga, whom she'd met at her church choir. I pushed the thought away. It's not Mum's fault. If Dad doesn't resent her, then neither should I. I work for a website that sells them. I don't demolish, construct, or tile their bathrooms. I mean, what does Dad even do? Definitely not something I have expertise in. We're just technical support chatting. No, you can't place the properties in your online basket, Susan. You must call the listed agent for a viewing. Mostly I do nothing that remotely touches on property. Think of me as a helpful bot. Please, Klara. Someone has to do it. We need your answer soon, Saga says. Oh no, not that line. Translation, you've got to do it. You are the younger one, and I may have some shared responsibility, but in the end it's on you, little sister. Like when we were kids and messed up the living room building a fort or a shop, and the time came for tidying up. Someone has to do it, Klara. If my sister ever happened to commit murder, I bet you it would be my job to dispose of the body, due solely to my genetic link to her and our birth order. Let me see if I can make some arrangements, I mutter. I didn't want to say this, but I thought you were on a break from work right now. I can hear my sister's smug smile, even though her blurry screen prevents me from actually seeing it. She is well aware that people have breaks from relationships, not jobs. If it's the latter, then it's simply called unemployment or disciplinary suspension. Let's not get into that, shall we? Wouldn't it be nice to connect with old friends? Mum attempts. What friends? I think. The ones I had a decade ago have inevitably moved on and away. If I were an old lady, we would now have the sort of relationship that is marked only by the exchange of Christmas cards. Except I'm not, so there aren't even the holiday greetings. If I were braver and funnier, even a faint shadow of my sister, I would have seen this coming and averted it by recruiting new friends. But this would have required actually socialising, going places with a frequency I'm not adapted to. I need rest days from socialising the way others do from the gym, and the ability to keep a conversation going without the help of alcohol. I currently have a grand total of 1 friend. Alice, who is my housemate and who says hilarious things like, "Yay, I got booked for a hand job." She has a side gig as a hand and foot model. Mum and Saga both know this. Listen, I know it's not what you want, although I'm not entirely sure what you actually do want, but quite frankly, it's time that you pulled your weight. I look down at my waist before I realise that she is not talking about my BMI. Then my nephew, Harry, Saga's primary excuse for dodging the Sweden bullet, starts howling like a wolf in the back.